All right, let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be talking about lesson 1-6, multiplying and dividing integers. Okay, and well, this is just a continuation of our addition and subtraction of integers that we've been working on for the last few lessons. Although multiplying and dividing integers, I think that you're going to find is a little bit easier than the adding and subtracting. All right, let's take a look at our first slide. Here are your rules for multiplying and dividing integers. Basically, you multiply and divide as usual, and if the signs are the same, the answer has to be positive. If the signs are different, the answer is going to be negative. Okay, that's really all there is to it. So let's take a look at some examples so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, now if you look here at A and B, you notice that we have two problems here that are multiplication. Okay, I know that it doesn't have a multiplication symbol in there, but we have these parentheses. Now remember, parentheses mean multiply. Okay, and if you look at letter A, we have -6 times 4. Well, the first thing we need to determine is, are those signs the same or are they different? Well, obviously, those signs are different, so because they're different, my answer is going to be negative. Then I multiply just like I normally would. Okay, 6 times 4. Well, we know that 6 times 4 is 24. So my answer is -24. That's it. That's all there is to it. Pretty simple, right? Okay, let's take a look at letter B. Letter B, again, we're going to do the same thing. Our parentheses mean multiply, so we need to look at the two numbers. Well, we have a -8 and a -5. Those signs are the same. They're both negative. Therefore, my answer has to be positive. Okay, since the signs are the same. So now I multiply just like normal. 8 times 5, well, that's going to be 40. And again, since my signs are the same, I know my answer has to be positive. So my answer is positive 40. That's it. Okay, pretty simple. Let's move on to the next page. Okay, let's take a look at these. These are fractions here, okay, which remember a fraction bar means divide. This fraction bar right here means divide. So this is -18 divided by 2, which would be like the same thing as writing it like this. -18 with our division sign divided by 2. Okay, well, we know that 18 divided by 2 is going to be 9. We know that. Okay, now I need to go back and look. Are my signs the same or are they different? Well, they're different, therefore my answer has to be negative. Okay, so my answer is -9. All right, let's take a look at letter D. Letter D, again, we have -25 divided by -5. Well, again, I look at my two signs. I notice that the two signs are the same. Therefore, my answer has to be positive. So now I simply divide like I normally would. 25 divided by 5, which is going to, obviously that's going to give me 5. My signs are the same, so my answer has to be positive. So my answer for that one is positive 5. It's that simple. Okay, let's take a look at our next slide. All right, this one is a little bit different because it involves an additional step. Okay, your parentheses still mean multiply, but I have to do this 14 minus 5 before I can multiply. Okay, so I'm going to carry my -2 over, rewrite my whole equation here after I solve my parentheses. 14 minus 5, that gives me 9. So I'm going to end up with -2 times 9. Well, we know that 2 times 9 is 18. I need to go back up here and look, are my signs the same or are they different? Well, they're different, therefore my answer has to be -18. Piece of cake. All right, let's move on. Oh, that's the last one. Fantastic. All right, that's all there is to it. Good luck and do well.